Greetings, mortals, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas.
So, we just finished exploring this place. We weren't able to get everywhere in it because we don't have enough lock picking? Question mark? I think something along those lines. We don't have enough something, so we're not going to be able to finish this place yet. We are going to need more lock picking to get into quite a few places. We're actually have a lot of places that we haven't been able to get access to so far. And all that jazz. Something just occurred to me while I was sitting here, and I'm either going to look like a crazy conspiratorial lunatic or like someone who went and Googled something, which hopefully neither of those is true, but I'm probably going to look like a conspiratorial lunatic. I just realized that the location that these assassins is spawning is actually exclusively in the region of Ivanpa Dry Lake. They spawned at the place where I was trying to complete that quest initially, and they seemed very insistent on spawning at that particular location. But they also spawned when I started passing this Nevada Highway Patrol Station. They've been in this whole region of Ivanpa Dry Lake, which is a place I was sent to by this guy here. I also noticed, this is something that I noticed early on, but I just assumed that they didn't kill literally every creature or something. When they went on that murder rampage at the very beginning, I didn't get the quest completed when they killed all of the critters down there. I didn't get quest completion for that. And I was a little curious as to why, so I was just like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I hope that this isn't bugged out. Part of the reason that I wanted to kill them all away from those is because I don't want to break the quest. Those guys might be the quest. Those assassins might actually be coming after me because this guy's a traitor. It didn't actually occur to me until literally I was looking at the crucified corpses over here. I was thinking about what I'm going to do about these assassins, and then I said, aren't those assassins exclusively in the region of that quest that I had to do? Is that guy messing with me? I think that guy might be trying to get me killed. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. I have a suspicion that those assassins were actually sent by that guy. And I'm curious about the whole dynamic there, because that seems super interesting. I'm curious to see what happens with that, but I legitimately have no idea what's going to happen. And I guess we'll just find out. So, we need to figure out what we're going to do. I did not actually think to do the sensible thing and figure out what I wanted to actually do before I started the stream. I'm starting the stream late. I apologize for that. I've had a bunch of stuff that I needed to do this morning. And so it took me, I say this morning, it's now no longer this morning. But this morning I had a bunch of stuff to do. I actually did get up at a reasonable hour. I got up at around 7 o'clock. And for the last 5 hours I've been getting stuff done that needs to get done. So, Yahoo for that, but unfortunately it meant that I wasn't streaming during prime time, so whatever. At any rate, what do I want to do now? At its core, I need to figure out a way to deal with those assassins, right? So dealing with those assassins is going to require finding a location that I can drag those assassins to, where I can comfortably fight them, I think, without having too crazy of consequences. So functionally, I think what I need is to be able to drag them to a place where I can get line of sight frequently and hopefully split them up. I think that now that I have this ability to use my thing, I should, hypothetically, have enough damage that I can actually burn through them. I have a lot of Sunset Sarsaparilla. If I need to, I can use that mid-fight, basically do hit-and-run tactics. There's only 4 of them. I don't want to have to use the native wildlife to my advantage. I think that I've broken the rules enough. You know, the and I was happy to do it, but I've broken the rules enough, and I need to deal with the consequences of my actions without breaking the rules. That is my current objective. It's kind of funny to get them killed by the thingers, and if the reason they were attacking me, I don't actually know for sure. They might actually this might just be a normal quest that I just happen to have, like, I'm making a bad assumption here. It's entirely possible that they are in fact completely unrelated to the the thing that I think they're related to. But we will have to see. So what I need to do is I need to get a good location to fight them where I don't have a bunch of other random mobs on me. Where are they spawning at? Jesus. Who's shooting? There's a massive gunfight going on that I don't... Alright, so those guys just killed some random NPC over there. I need to reload. Okay. I'm actually tempted to go out the other side of this place and see if they spawn there, but I feel like that's metagaming, and I don't want my suspicions confirmed or denied until I have actually taken these guys out and gotten my job done. So, I think I'm going to drink some water, because I have a ton of water, and the water's actually reasonably heavy, so I should be drinking more of it. And let's go ahead and... Do I want to use some Sunset Sarsaparilla? I don't think so. I think I have enough HP now to play with, and I don't need to do that quite yet. So what we need to do now, if possible, it would be really funny if they went in there and got themselves blown up by those things, but I don't think that's actually good for me. It would be funny, but not everything is about the lulz. I think I might actually need to teleport to the other side of this place. I don't know that I have a viable pathway that doesn't drag them into NPCs or something, so I will actually just allow myself to teleport over to the Mojave Outpost. This is, I think, the best place to fight them in, both because of the fact that I think it's a good spot for them generally, but also, and most importantly, because this is the place that I think I can most reliably pull them away from meaningful, like, difficult enemies. That's my thinking. I want to have this whole place as my playground. I think I can use it. If they happen to kill some of the little baby scorpions over there, I don't actually have to give a crap about that. To be perfectly honest, I'd like the experience, but it's not that big a deal. They're not that relevant. The scorpions and things in there, they're not going to harm these people. There's no way these guys are going to be meaningfully challenged by some random, not even rad scorpions, but just like normal bark scorpions. Bark scorpions do not give a shit about these... sorry, these guys do not give a shit about bark scorpions. So where are they going now? Are they going to come to me? So it claims that I'm hidden, but obviously I'm not really hidden in the classic sense. I'd like to separate them from each other. I kind of have a little bit. This is not going to be great. I think this is going to be very bad. Where are you guys at? Where are they? Oh shit, who are they shooting? Oh, interesting. They actually spawned in a position where they weren't going to go over there immediately. Oh, they're fighting ants. That is a pretty big ant, actually. I'm going to reload because it turns out that I'll be able to get them solo. I'm going to try, I think, to pop my shit and dive into them when they're coming around corners at me and just see how it goes. If I can knock some of them out, I can start up like an infinite loop, if that makes any sense. And that's, I think, fundamentally what I want to try to accomplish. I want to basically knock one of them out, and then while he's out, I knock out the next guy, and then I just keep knocking them out in sequence. Once I've gotten all four knocked out once, I've won the fight. because normally I swap over to my fists, which takes a long time for me to get back up once I've done it. This is a bad spot to talk to them. Oh, no. Why are you breaking? Okay, they're gonna break in a way that causes problems for me here, so we are going to reload. It's fine. Unfortunately, the AI is just breaking in a weird way. I'd love to be able to drag them to a place that I want them at, but I don't know if that'll be feasible. I don't think I'll fight them here effectively. But I'm tempted to just initiate combat since they're clearly broken, right?
Another kill to my name.
So I've just initiated combat because they're just broken. Like they're not working properly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to reload. I did not expect or hear that dynamite coming at me. Other thing that I need to do before I start the fight is I'm going to activate my weapon binding ritual. So I could have done that when they were a little closer, but it's probably fine. So I do not entirely know what's going on with these guys. They are getting kind of screwy. I'm going to go ahead and punch you in the head for this. And that is a lot of damage incoming. I could wait for them to split before I started doing that shit if I wanted. And drink some sarsaparilla. And that was a piece of dynamite directly under my feet. I am lay smart. Okay, let's try this again. Have not used my thing yet. Do not want to aggro that guy when he's like an inch away from me. I do want to, or rather when all of his friends are in line of sight. I want to figure out a strategy that allows me to do better than that. One thing that I can try to do is... Nope. Can't do that. Oh, one of these guys is half dead. How'd you get half dead? Okay, they're not aggroing on the mobs for some reason. What the fuck is going on?
The Kaisar has marked you. Come on.
Okay. I am so confused right now. I have no idea what's going on with this. Okay, I need to get these guys in a position where I have line of sight, but I also need them in a position where they're actually working. I don't know why they're not working. Maybe he'll run around. Can I use this?
Another kill to my name. You like that?
Alright, so I should probably activate my weapon binding ritual. There you go. Come around. They're very inactive. Like, their AI is very strange. I don't understand them. Oh my god. Oh, they're just very cover heavy. I understand. That actually makes a lot of sense. They're not super aggressive. Wow, okay. That was hilarious. So, if they're willing to sit behind cover, that's going to make my life a lot more difficult. I could try opening up the fight with Thanger. I do think that them rotating to here is good for me. Is there a better place to fight them? So this guy's gonna keep running.
You'll pay for that.
Alright, so some of them are already injured. I'm not sure what they're injured by. That one's really fun. You have to worry about that so much. That I have to worry about though. They're now being much more aggressive than they were last time. Oh! Didn't even see that one coming in. I have a lot of missing body parts. Alright. Rather than wait for them to initiate combat because of the fact that they are bugging out, I am going to take advantage of that, at least to some degree. What do I want to do here? I can try... Like, I don't know that any of these other places are going to be meaningfully different. Like, for my purposes. They're heading back now. So yeah, that's not going to work. So, if that's not going to work... Yeah, I think I can only fight them around this area. That's not great to me.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge in the arena.
Alright, so you are going to run away. What do I want to do? This guy's actually in a good spot for me right now.
There you are.
Okay. I might need to open up the fight with Vats. I think I'm going to. It feels a little cheesy, to be honest. I don't really like it, but I think I'm going to do it. So we're going to rotate these guys around like this. This will hopefully split them so that I can be out of line of sight of most of them when I do this, except did not work. Okay, this guy is getting multiple uppercuts. I don't know if I'm in line of sight right now or not. Okay, don't see. Okay. That initial burst did not do the job. I forgot to use my thing. Okay. Mistakes were made. Let's try this again. So when they get into position, I need to remember that I need to use my my weapon binding ritual. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference right off the bat here. But we'll see. So I'm going to use the weapon binding ritual now. Okay, this guy is now out of line of sight of the other two, I think. So let's try this. Boom! Oh god. It's continuing to move in such a way that brings him to the other two. That is amazing amount of HP. This thing does not do a lot of like physical damage, but that was 4 hits with the weapon binding ritual active. I'm gonna try to... Oh! Alright, well that guy lost his gun. Okay. They might kill themselves. Oh, Jesus. There's somebody's gonna throw a thing in here. There's staying in there is going to be safe. I need to get across. Oh, Jesus. I don't need to get across, apparently. I only see 3. Did the other one get blown up by the explosions? Okay. This is the guy that I was hurting before. And I am dead. I think that Legion Assault Pack is legitimately too powerful for me. Like, I think that one of those guys would probably be able... Well, maybe not one. One of those guys on his own I might be able to take. So we have to decide whether we want to drag them into some mobs or if we want to just continue on. And I think we're going to just continue on for now, because I don't see a mechanism by which we're going to fight them successfully. So rather than do that, I'm just going to move on, and we'll come back to these guys when we're a little bit more powerful. Similar to how we're not going through the drive-thru right now, because there's just no way that I'm going to be able to actually handle the drive-thru. Something that requires level 15, or not requires, but is suggested for level 15. I don't think that me and my little tootsies are going to be able to handle that. So we'll see how it goes. The assassins we're leaving alone for now, which sucks, but we have to level up to fight these assassins, I think. So we could follow this railroad if we wanted. Following the railroad track seems like it should hypothetically lead to someplace interesting, right? Do I want... anything else that I can do? There might be better locations that I can fight those assassins at, because, again, I don't actually have it confirmed that they are tied to that particular location. That's just something that I'm kind of guessing at right now. But I haven't really been that far away from this location. It's entirely possible there are other viable spawn points for them. I do not want to drag them into other enemies right now. I don't think that right now that is a justifiable behavior. If they were completely preventing me from doing anything, then I might have to. Because with the weapon binding ritual active, it took me like 6 hits to cause the absolutely pitiful amount of damage that I just caused. So that's just some coyotes. Nothing I need to worry about too much. There's another coyote up here, I think. Yeah, it's just a coyote. Yippee coyote. So we're just going to pop in here because it exists. I'm hoping that we'll find something interesting, and hopefully we'll start to get some more EXP soon. Physically, I'm here. Interesting. Is this going to lead me to Hidden Valley? Because this says no missiles. I need 50 lockpicking skill to get through that. I'm actually not sure how I'm going to handle companions. That was kind of a weird segue, but I'm not sure how I'm going to handle companions. I know that they exist in the game. There's perks that are related to them. I do not know what characters are companions. The character in the bar that I was talking to seemed like someone that was probably a companion to me. My guess is I'm probably going to not bring any companions along to anything. I don't think I'm going to do companions. I might allow myself to use companions to like help someone do a quest or something. Like if somebody is asking for help doing something. Oh!
The Kaisar has marked you for death.
This is interesting. So they do appear in this location as well. Boom. That was terrible. Oh, Jesus, they've been following me this whole time. Oh, God. Okay, I need to jump off this cliff. This is why you need to look backward, backward. Okay, so... I need to get away before they catch me. This is really bad for me. Where are they shooting at? Shooting at me? Why are they shooting at me? Oh boy. I guess I got far enough away that they're like, fuck this noise, we're just gonna kill them. Let's see. I'm not sure what I want to do about this, actually. I don't see... I'm actually not sure why they're attacking me. So that maul probably hits the truck. I want to see if he kills me during this. Oh my god. Uzi. Oh my god, double knockdown. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and, one second, we're gonna use a weapon binding ritual. I just hit this guy 4 times. So he still hasn't run out of stamina. So one thing that's good to know about this is that I don't actually have to worry about me running an enemy that's like way too powerful for me out of stamina in some trivialized way. That does not appear to be what's going to happen, because I hit that guy so many times. And that is a coyote. That's probably what triggered them to actually go into aggro mode and start shooting me, which means I might have to... I'm probably going to have to reload.
The Kaisar is
Okay, that's unfortunate. Have you considered not listening and obeying? My concern here is that if I do beat these guys, I'm going to have to rely on them basically killing themselves with dynamite. I'm going to use my binding ritual. If I could get one of them solo, I think I could beat him to death. The problem is that they are very tightly knit here. They're very, very sticky. So they're not coming to, they're not trying to come to me. Just generally, like, they're very rarely trying to approach. And when they do approach, they're usually doing it as that full group. Like, you can see they're basically completely aligned together right now. And that is the opposite of what I want. I want them to be separate from each other. It's like, this guy is actually... Oh boy. See, this is the position I want these guys in, though. So maybe I actually can do this in these hills, because in these hills, obviously I'm not going to be able to beat that guy in a immediate hand-to-hand engagement with that maul. But if he swaps over to that maul, and he's trying to get to me, and the others are trying to stay a distance away, I could potentially go into Vats, knock the maul out of his hand. And if I can knock the maul out of his hand, then... This is very bizarre. The other 3 haven't actually aggroed. The other three are still not hostile yet. They're not going to turn hostile until he actually shoots me, I think.
You like that?
Okay. I went to the wrong place. Where was the cliff that I was at? I was at a better cliff than this, I think. Was it that cliff? It might have been. What I'm looking for predominantly is a place where some of them might get to me and the others might get confused. So I'm going to actually save this. Because worst case scenario, I'm going to have to reload the autosave anyway. So this guy is approaching. I'm not sure. There he is. I knocked his maul out of his hand. If I can grab the maul, that could potentially help me. It could also hurt me badly. Oh god. Okay. Other thing that I should probably do is I should probably pop my thinger. I need to pop my weapon binding ritual. So...
The Kaisar has marked you.
Has he now? This is a really bad location to be in, I think. Okay, there is another guy right here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this guy. They're all here, I think. There's way too many gunshots for there to only be just one other guy. Okay, I just lost like the majority of my HP there. Okay, and then I just got mauled. Alright. Okay. Dokoe, dokoe, dokoe. Try jumping across this to hopefully slow them down. I don't think it will though. Whoop. Oh boy, who's in combat with me now? Do they aggro? It looks like they've aggroed. Did they aggro on the dog or something? I think they aggroed on the dog, but I think they're still on me. I think that I was closer to them. Yeah, they're still on me. I don't think that they actually shot that dog, so I don't have to worry too much about it. They are... I'm now in caution. I'm actually going to... Oh, that's weird. I'm now hidden? So they reset their sort of like quest marker, it looks like. Weirdly enough. Did they disappear completely? It looks like they de-aggroed completely, which is not actually what I wanted, but I actually saved pretty much after it happened, so I don't know that there's much I can do about that. Oh well. I actually think that I might be able to take them in this terrain. This terrain is sufficient for me to be able to actually... Because I can basically manipulate their pathing a little bit, so that the melee is, like, trying to get to me. If I can get the one with the maul down, then I've accomplished a major, major task there. What is this? What is the noise that I keep hearing? Where's it coming from? Okay. I don't see any of them. I'm not going to worry too much. Have I made it to this mining thing? No, I have. This is a totally different location. I've never been here before. Are there death claws nearby? I see nothing nearby. Emergency service rail yard. Okay. There's a thing here that I can activate. I'm gonna make 3 healing powders. Okay, I need more weapon belts. Weapon belts. I need more belts. Okay, beer, whiskey. Some purified water here. I'm a little concerned at all times that those guys are just going to appear out of nowhere. Because they are stalking me. And they are spawning in areas other than the area that I complete that quest at. So... I don't think I can get into this building. Maybe I could from the roof. Oh, I think this...
The Kaisar has marked
Oh,
you
god
for...
damn it. This is a bad place to fight you. Where was that? Okay. I'm apparently tired. Don't like that.
You won't escape me.
Caution status right now. All I want is for them to split up.
You won't escape me.
So they're on the other side of the wall now.
You won't escape me.
There's now 2 on this side.
You won't escape me.
They're now coming this way again. Damn it. Could you people not follow each other so closely? It's ridiculous. Jesus! Alright, well. Oh, God. Where did they come from? I think that they spawned at some point. And they spawned over there, I guess? Jeez. Yeah, these guys are terrifying. So, assaulting assassins has turned very clearly into Bright Brotherhood thinger. Okay, interesting. Bright Brotherhood. I can't go across that. That's just like an invisible wall or something. I have minor sleep deprivation. It's only minor. Okay, there's a bunch of things over there. Just chilling. Okay, we've got some naked mole rat looking things over here. Not sure that I want to fight those. Not sure. I think that I probably don't. Let's see. Well, shit. We didn't accomplish too much there, did we? do we want to do? So I need to get some sleep. And I'm not sure where it's safe to sleep. The assassins... don't seem to be spawning over here. Okay, so they spawned here. This is not meaningfully close to the lake, so I think they are going to spawn in a lot of different locations. Do I want to head back to Good Springs to get some sleep? Don't think so. I'm going to travel to the Mojave Outpost and get some sleep there, I guess. I think I can sleep here. I could, hypothetically, drag these close enough to the sniper to... Actually, I shouldn't have done that. That was my last quick save. That was pretty much better. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna travel over to the... I'm, like, right here. There's no reason for me to go all the way over there. So, we're gonna see if I travel here. Doesn't look like those guys instantaneously spawned. Unless they spawned out of range. My vision. I didn't see them when I was here before, so like I would not be terribly surprised if they didn't spawn when we were this far north. I don't know where they spawn. Hey Proud, how's it going? I am dodging my assassins for now as I try to figure out a strategy that's going to work against them. Let's see, how much sleep do I need? I'm going to guess that 4 hours is sufficient. Let's find out if it is. So, let's take a look. Was that sufficient? It was absolutely sufficient. I might not have even need 4. I could have slept 3 and been fine. Yep, getting chased by assassins. You know, the usual. I think I'm going to try to take out some of these rad scorpions. I'm kind of in a position right now where all the places that I want to explore, those assassins are chasing after me. And the assassins are way more powerful than I am. They're taking a lot of hits, and they are not going down. And there's 4 of them, and they have machine guns, and it's very scary. And one of them has a maul that seems to one-shot me, which is generally not great. So I'm going to try to grab some of these rad scorpions, and because I've wasted so much time dodging around all of these assassins, I'm not going to worry about using the gloves. I'm just going to let myself use them and move on with my life. So we're going to try, if we can, to just like aggro a couple of them. I intend to fight them eventually. I can't really fight them right now because I basically can't hurt them. From what I've seen, the stamina drain strat might be viable, but it's only going to be viable against one of them, and that was exactly what I thought was going to happen. How many hits do I need? Oh, I guess I'm not going to find out. The stamina strat might be viable on one of them, but they stick very close together. It's very difficult to separate them away from each other. And since I have such a difficult time separating them from each other, I think it's going to be very difficult to get all 4 of them down, because while I do think that I can handle each of them individually, it comes down to like the AI patterns and the fact that I can't really easily choose the exact position that I want to fight them in. If I could fight them, as an example, if I could fight them in in a building environment where there's multiple levels and I can jump out of the upper levels to the ground floor while maintaining my line of sight, and split the enemies up in that way. So as an example, if I could drag them into Prim, I actually think if I could drag them into Prim, I'd have a pretty good chance. I'd have a good shot against them. So the giant rad scorpions are a problem, and unfortunately, what I was hoping would work did not work. So the giant rad scorpion is going to be a slight issue for me as well. I could try dragging them into Prim. So I apparently saved while I was like inside of that like thinger. Okay, I just aggroed something. Is it the big one or is it the little one or what type is it? Okay. I thought that I aggroed something, but I didn't. But yeah, the giant rad scorpions are really big, and they are the attack on them is very difficult to dodge. It might not be possible to dodge without increasing my movement speed. I just don't know. Let's see. What I want... How much experience do I need? What I want is a shit ton of experience, because I think I'm missing out on... Yeah, I need like 500 EXP. You know what could potentially give me 500 EXP? It's killing all those assassins. I don't think it's going to give me that much, but it could give me maybe close. Alright, so I don't know how much stamina this guy has, but... I could potentially... Oh, this might work. Oh no, that's unacceptable. Okay, the giant rad scorpions do not have that much stamina, actually. So if I'm able to, and I'm reloading because I don't want to have the dogs involved in this. If I can get the rad scorpion to a position where I can dodge around a little bit, if I can bait out its attack without it being able to directly attack me, I think I can do that with this building here. I think that that's something that I can do here. So if I can bait out the rad scorpion with this, then I think if I can bait out the first 2, maybe 3 attacks, I can knock it unconscious, and then I win the fight from there. That's my guess. Okay, we've got 1 and only 1, it looks like. Alright, so what we're basically going to try to do here is we want to use some of this terrain to our advantage. Now, I don't want to necessarily glitch it with the terrain. What I'm really looking for is to make it so that it will unleash its attack from a position where it can't move forward fully. And I can't get any further up, so I'm going to die. And I think it takes 5 hits. I'm going to let myself die to the poison. I think it takes 5 hits to knock them unconscious, because I knocked that unconscious there and then died to the poison. So, I for whatever reason, I forgot that rock was there. If I hadn't forgotten that rock, then I probably would have been fine. So, basically, what I'm looking for here is to just get it to the other side of a thing so that when it does its lunge forward, it hits the wall, it hits the surface, stops its forward momentum, and doesn't have the full reach. If it has even half of its normal reach with that lunge attack, that's sufficient for me to pop in, get 1 hit off, maybe 2, and then pull away. I went the wrong direction. That thing is way too fast for me to go this way. Let's see here. We are okay for now. Oh, I am boned. Oh my god. Whew. Okay. So we took that out. So let's see how much damage I can do to this thing while it's downed. I don't know how long it's going to stay down. I'm going to start hitting its legs. Its movement speed is what I really want to be crippling. It's a critical strike, not what I needed. And we have done basically no damage to this thing yet. What I'm curious about... Oh god, it turned so quickly. It turned while getting up. What I want to see here is if I can actually do a quadruple uppercut on this thing and knock it out again before it gets an attack off in VATS. I don't think that's the case. But the 5th hit did come out. So this thing is, I think, unconscious. Yes, it's unconscious again. Okay. I suspect that I'm going to die here. I would be very surprised if I'm actually able to finish this off like this. Oh shit, the thing fell off that. But it looks like it's actually okay. It comes broken for me. I have not damaged any of its limbs yet. Okay. Oh god. I am to the side, but this is not a position that's safe right now. I don't like that. Alright, so it does take 5 hits. It doesn't look like VATS increases the damage that you do with the thinger damage, the stamina damage. It got a hit on me, but did not, and this is kind of crucial, it did not actually poison me. So... That's funny, that's like only my 40th crit in this entire game. Can I... that's... Actually gonna do this first, and then we're gonna see... I think I'm gonna get hit here. Yep, I got hit. I'm booked. I got hit twice. Get wrecked. Am I not poisoned? How am I not dead? That's my question. There is no way right now that I should be alive, but... So does Stomp do quadruple damage compared to a normal hit? Is that how it works? Because VATS hits automatically do double damage, right? So, the issue right now is that... Are you slower? I think you might actually be slower. Oh my god. This thing is actually slow enough now that I think I can take it out. Like, legit, I think that I'm gonna be okay here. I think I can actually kill this. So, basically, if I can cripple the legs on one of these giant rad scorpions, I think that it actually does move slowly enough that I can fight it using standard scorpion tactics from that point onward. I think that I can just fight this thing in a more standard manner. I haven't seen its leap attack. I don't even know if it can do its leap attack, actually. The leap attack might be attached to its legs. If I kill this thing with one little tiny tick of HP, that is going to be hilarious. Why am I lagging? And this is actually without having the weapon binding ritual active. So, not gonna lie, I'm a little impressed with myself. And then I get killed because I lag. God damn it. That's fine though. It's a good proof of concept. So I can actually kill these giant rad scorpions. These are totally feasible for me to fight. It's going to take a while, but I could use the weapon binding. If I use the weapon binding, it'll go much faster. And I think I'm going to do that. I think that I have a lot of damage, at least on certain limbs. Yeah, certain extremities are very, very damaged right now. So if, but I think I need to restart the game, so I will do that first. Make sure that the game is actually saved. It should be okay. So I need to do this. Give me 1 second to adjust my hood. I have a hood for my light that I have constructed out of really silly things because I'm a silly person. And the last time that I restarted the game, it completely fixed the lag problems I was having instantaneously. Hopefully that's the same thing here. It could be that it's some sort of a memory leak. So one second. So, like, it could be that every time that I'm fast traveling to a new location, I am triggering a new round of, whatchamacallit? Like, I'm basically triggering it to make an additional copy of something. And if it's making an additional copy every time, then basically eventually my machine will start running into difficulty running it. So if it's something like that, then that's something that I can fix pretty easily. So I think that this is just going to be, I need to get the thing down once or twice successfully. If I can down it a maximum of twice, I should be able to break at least one of its limbs. With one of its limbs broken, it's not going to be able to do that lunge attack anymore, I think. So we do have both groups. I'm going to have to do some fancy footwork to get away from them. We need them to sort of pseudo-de-aggro. I think this is now going to start coming back to me because it has access. Yes, it's coming back this way. What I want, though, is only to have this guy coming. Can I block you with this tree? No. You can walk over the tree. And that is the first hit. Now what I'm going to do here is I am actually going to use one of these thingers. I'm going to use a weapon binding ritual. I'm going to swap my gloves off. And we're going to start pounding away. I should do dramatically more damage, even though it is fully resisted. It's still doing quadruple damage. It's just not doing more than quadruple damage. So I've taken out one of the limbs. If I can take out the other limb, I'm almost positive that it will not be able to lunge. I don't currently know if it can lunge. I don't know if it needs both limbs crippled to prevent the lunge attack. And I'm honestly not positive that the lunge attack is actually being prevented by that. But that's my current working theory. So, okay, legs are crippled. I'm gonna go ahead and try to triple the stinger. Okay, so you can see though that once we activate our binding ritual, we do so much more damage. We've only knocked this thing down, what, twice now? Is this the third knockdown? I think this is the third knockdown. So, like, really, really quick turnaround on this stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quadruple stomp because I think that'll be enough. Unless I miss completely. Oh no! That's really bad. I think I missed completely and it came back up into consciousness while I was fighting it. Please. Please die. Yeah, I think crippling its legs has prevented it from using that lunge attack. There have been several opportunities where I think the lunge attack would have been the optimal choice there. And there we go. So the weapon binding ritual has just faded, and we get 2 scorpion poison glands, but we only got 50 EXP off of that. Now 50 EXP is pretty good, don't get me wrong. I'm certainly happy to have 50 experience. But that's not going to get us to the next level too quickly, and we used pretty much the entire duration on that weapon binding ritual just for that. And that's not going to be sufficient for us, I don't think. So we need to be killing some of these guys to be sure, but I think that we need to be killing them with more intent. So I don't know that these are the ones that we need to be fighting. What else do we have available to us that doesn't involve going near those crazy people again? I could try heading east. I could try dragging those guys into Prim as well. Do I want to head to Prim just to see if I can drag the assassins into it? Because that's obviously a possibility. I'm trying to go to Prim. We'll see if the people are willing to spawn near here. If I can get them to spawn and drag them to this building, I think this building would allow me to beat them. I think I could beat those guys in this building. I don't think it would be trivial, but I think I could do it. Oh, there's a safe here. A whetstone. I don't think a whetstone. Okay, so if I go up here, do I start to see some of those assassins? Because if I can see them up here, I can probably drag them all the way down there. Just to get away from the gross stuff. Because this is pretty close to where I was seeing them. I was seeing them in this general vicinity. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. The other thing that I could do, if I wanted to, actually, I could go say hello to the Powder Gangers and try to resolve that quest line. Do I want to do that? I have the weapon binding ritual, which is pretty solid. I'm a little bit stronger now than I was before. I'm using the boxing gloves, which I don't remember if I was using those before. Maybe I should do that. Do we want to head there? I'm gonna try this. We'll see what happens. So there's this guy here. There's a guy in the watchtower as well. So I can't get in here without fighting this guy.
What do you want now?
Can I go in?
What?
Alright, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, whatever.
When...
Hey,
do this. Can that guy shoot me? I don't think he can shoot me here. Alright, so this guy, how much HP do you have? I am kind of a dope. I need to equip my boxing gloves. So you have a lot of hits to go down. So he did go down. There's another guy here. Oh, okay, so now, they're now all coming out. That's interesting. It took a long time, but more of them did show up. So, I think that's because I was dumb. I think that I was under caution for those guys because of the fact that I had figured. I'm actually going to reload my quick save. I think that's a proof of concept that I could do this. There's a couple bloatflies here that I could probably fight, but I don't want to fight bloatflies in melee range. I mean, I do. I want to fight bloatflies. I don't want to fight on top of radioactive shit. Let's see. Novak. The alternative also is that I could just keep heading east. Or, I can't really explore around here because of those assassins. So, what were we doing? I'm actually going to do a hard save. And actually, I'm going to take a look at my quest log. I seem to recall when I stopped last time I looked at my quest log and I actually had something that should be reasonably easy to do. Oh, right, there were captives that were held to the east. I'm actually going to go do that. So there's allegedly some captives east of Nipton. So I'm going to head to Nipton. I'm going to head east of there. We'll see what's going on. And hopefully that will be a little bit lower level than the stuff that we've been trying to do while still giving us a decent amount of experience. I don't think that trying to beat random scorpions to death and random wild animals or even like random people to death is the most efficient way to level up. I think that it's much more efficient to actually complete quests and things like that. So I am going to try to complete this next quest. We'll see. They're allegedly held to the east. And I do have to keep an eye out for the assassins. Who... Is that a mine? I think that's a mine. I'm gonna go grab this mine. There we go. So there's presumably going to be more mines around here. Tall grass is a great place to hide them. Ooh, we got 4 Sunset Sarsaparilla here. And... is this the bottle cap? Yes, it is. That was moderately terrifying. Not entirely sure what just happened, but it seems that I have risen everything out of the ground. It's a hot plate. Desk here with some bottle caps in it. Toaster, empty bottle. Hydra, pressure cooker. Cabinet. That is a sofa. Okay. It looks like each of these cones is interesting. There's a friendly up there, and by friendly I mean a very not friendly individual. They seem to have a melee weapon. Do I have a way up there? I'm gonna actually head up the other side. I don't see... There's some hostiles over here. I don't know if that's the... Oh, Jesus! Hey, buddy. What's going on? Jesus! There's... oh, so yeah, that is them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reload. So there are some people hidden up there in a position where I can't easily see them. Do I have another route up there? I think I can take these people. I just need to fight them. I'm gonna equip my boxing gloves. Those are gonna be important for this. And what else do we need to do? I'd like to pop up here. There we go. So if I'm up here, currently hidden, allegedly. So I should hypothetically be able to get to a position where I can fight these people without them basically being able to fight with the other guys. So they see me. The others do not appear to have aggroed. And do I want to use a weapon binding ritual? Silly question. So my weapon binding ritual has really helped me a lot here. I've now got all of my body parts in pretty good shape.
Come on.
Okay. I don't know what a viper is, but left arm's crippled. Right arm's crippled. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Well. I am totally hidden. She's the only one that aggroed. The other one does not appear to have actually aggroed. This one's now aggroed. So I'm not going to fight this one with VATS.
You like that?
Okay. I did not actually need to equip the boxing gloves for that. Cool. So Merc Troublemaker outfit. Nothing that interesting. Psycho Radix. The other thing that I have a bunch of materials. I don't know how many more I need for the other thing. It's a grenade rifle. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I can now fire grenades at my enemies. Okay. So that person on the ground is just chilling there. They are very far away from their other ally. So if I can aggro them and safely get myself into this thinger without them like shooting through the thing at me. This guy's presumably running toward me, now coming around the corner. Broken! I just teleport outside the building, why not? He's like, what? How'd you get to that side of me? And one more. Ba-doop! Oh god, you are not downed. Oh, that is a problem. Alright, so I am in fact killing these guys before I deal enough damage to their stamina to generate the effect that I would like. So I'm probably can just... Ooh, leather belt, nice. I can use that to good effect. Cruiser outfit. So, I can actually just unequip my weapon. I don't think I need it for for this. And then I don't know where this other guy is. We've taken... I wonder if the weapon binding ritual just lasts for one combat. That kind of makes sense. Like, it lasts until you have begun and then ended combat. Or it lasts for X amount of time out of combat. Because, like, it seems like this guy de-aggroed. And that's what triggered the thinger to go away. I don't know where he is. Where the hell is this guy? I'm a little afraid to save because I know that he'll be coming back here eventually and I don't want to be out in the open like this when he does. Alright, well. I legitimately don't know where this guy went. Okay, well, I would have expected him to go back to his perch. He does not appear to have gone back to his perch. And I have no idea where he went to, so... He might have taken the very sensible decision to get the hell... Did you blow yourself up? He blew himself up. That's where he went. So, pinion nuts. So, I could take the metal armor. It's really heavy, though. It's really expensive. You know what? I'm going to take it. So, that is funny, though, that he got blown up by his own mine. Like, me getting blown up by their mines, I don't think would be that funny, even after I already knew that they were there. It is kind of sad, though, that I missed out on the experience, not only for him, but also for the mine. So that's like 25 experience I missed out on, which is kind of sad. Oh boy. This is trouble. Oh, this is trouble. I believe you can run away. Please go away. I don't need to talk to you. Oh,
The
boy.
Kaisar is...
Oh boy. Hello, Assassins. Well, welcome back. Alright, so, what do I want to do about you? Put my boxing gloves. Where'd they go? Did you just do a shit ton of damage to me and then leave? They just did a shit ton of damage to me and then walked all the way to the other side of the map. Thanks, guys. That was real nice of you. And then they're coming back now, I think, so... You piece of crap. Well, at least one of them is separated away now. Are they gonna just turn around and walk away now? Why is your AI so bizarre? They are still considered hostile. So one thing that I could try here, there's 3 of them here. If they stay here, I could hypothetically pick up their friend on the cliff there. I think they might be in line of sight of each other. fuck are you going? So they have de-aggroed, or at least this guy is not aggroed. I'm gonna try to assassinate this guy.
You like that?
Okay. Shit. Is he down? Okay, he's downed. And why, oh why? Why am I not able to hurt you? Oh god. I can't actually damage that arm, I think. Okay, I can hit him in the head repeatedly. This is how much damage I'm doing to this guy with him on the ground, taking like just pot shots to the head. He still has not actually.
You like that?
Not oh great. So I'm getting hit by the other guys now. So that's unfortunate. I might be able to do this. I didn't use my weapon thing for that guy. If I use my weapon binding ritual... Oh shit, well, I guess it's not going to work now, considering the... Well, maybe it will. Okay, they are chasing toward me. So if I can split these guys up, I can beat them. I just need to get them split up from each other, and I think I can take them out. Because I got him down... I wouldn't say fast, but I got him down at a reasonably okay pace. And the more of them that I take out, the easier it is to separate the survivors, right? The easier it is to get the others also separated. So here's the thing. If I am in this place here, if I'm in here, there's not, this is actually a reasonably well defendable area. It's not amazing, don't get me wrong, but potentially I might be able to defend in here. They seem to have disappeared. Did they de-aggro? Did they get confused and walk away again? Okay, they got confused and walked away. Hopefully, I can unconfuse them long enough for one of them to come around this corner and get ganked by me. Okay. God damn you. Okay. I'm tempted to allow myself to use a gun just to shoot one of these guys in the foot so that they aggro on me from range. Not gonna lie. So, I've now got you approaching me in the way that I want you to. And now, I'm going to go in here, and I think this is going to trigger them to go away immediately. Yeah. So they immediately walk away when I go into that thing. And I'm not entirely sure why. It might also be that it's just a coincidence. I think he's coming back now, yes. So but yeah, the issue here is I need to figure out a way to be safe and not take, all of the damage instantly. But also, okay, so you did glitch out. And unfortunately that means that I'm going to take a shit ton of damage before I even start the fight. Okay, maybe not a shit ton. I took a decent amount of damage. Okay, so now we can start the fight proper. So, they are so far away. Why are you guys so far away from me? It looks like they leashed. So one of them leashed all the way over there. These three leashed just to there. I'm gonna find out what happens. It doesn't look like they're willing to attack me for, like, they're not willing to come any closer to me. For some unknown reason. This is so weird. Is he the only one left? Yeah, he's the only one who's still here. If I can get him to the other side of this, I might be in good shape. I basically need him to be close enough to me. And he's running off again. Okay, this is so bizarre. We're gonna go ahead and use a Sunset Sarsaparilla. And we are going to draw some water. Oh god, where'd that come from? So they're both there right now. Alright, so those two are over there. There's one wandering this way. I'm apparently hidden. So none of them know where I am right now. That one's fucking around up there. I don't really want to save when I get into these situations because it's like I don't have enough save slots basically. That guy does have a machine gun. Can I get him to come over this hill? Yes. This is about as good as it's gonna get in terms of... Oh, nice! I knocked that out of his hand. And it is very good for him to not have a melee weapon. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have on this guy. Time has come, my little friend, to talk of other things. Okay, I am not in a good position here. I will have enough when people are all dead. Yeah, I think we're boned. There's no way, even with the weapon binding ritual, I'm barely damaging this guy. So, like, I could take him out if, you know what? I could take him out if I was a smart person instead of a dumb person, because this guy, I think, is actually going to be easier. That guy's going to be easier to deal with. If only one of them approaches and I only have to deal with two of them, then I can potentially knock one of them out. And then with one of them knocked out, the other one I can then just rush over to knock them out. And then I can just ping pong back and forth between them, knocking them out over and over and over again. And that is probably the strat that I'm going to have to go with. If I can get two of these guys, and only two, I can do that, I think. Okay.
You'll pay for that.
I like how they all say that. It's in perfect sync. Okay. And then they immediately run away into aggro. So, there's no reason to waste the HP attacking them there. What I need to do is basically see... I think they're all going to stay, like, together like this as long as they are approaching me here. So what I'm going to try to do... Since they don't seem to be willing to follow me to the other side of this thing, I'm going to see what happens.
You'll pay for that.
If I do this. answer to that is I'm going to get shot up while I'm trying to get in position. I'm still in danger. I think they're going to all come up here. I think that they are willing to get to that position. There is one here that's not in the same position as the others. And I'm going to... They all ran away? Question mark. God damn it. Yeah, they all ran away. Okay. Do I want to reload for this? No. I'm going to reload if I die, but I'm not going to reload otherwise. I have the resources to, you know, make a pretty solid set of attempts here. Like, I don't need to necessarily get them... This fight doesn't need to go perfectly for me to get the fight. If that makes any sense. I can just have the fight go well, not perfect. This guy is approaching me still. So I'm going to go ahead and activate another one of these. I only have 2 weapon binding rituals. This guy does see me. I need him to come across a hill in a place that is valuable to me. Those are explosives. I haven't gone yet. There we go. There he goes. Ah, fuck me. Okay, so that's out of his hand. Okay, I don't want to knock him out here.
Come on.
Okay, so these guys are throwing explosives at me. Can I? Are you? No, you're not alone. Okay. So, the big question, generally speaking, the way that these mobs behave, the way that mobs in this game seem to behave, is that they only aggro in chains of vision. So they have to actually have visibility to each other to aggro. The question is, do these guys have a different type of AI that handles line of sight changes better? If they do, then I could very easily be in very deep shit. Shit. Okay. I'm actually going to try that again. What I'm looking for here, and because of how finicky the AI is here, I don't really actually have any problem with just trying to get it to do what I need it to do. I can't get the AI to just behave normally in a way that would allow me to potentially, like, use normal strategies. And that's bad for me in some ways, but it's also good for me in other ways. So... this is a slight issue. That guy, unfortunately, that I already started injuring, is... Actually, with them that far away, they don't really do that much damage. They're mostly doing chip damage to me. So, with this guy unconscious, if I were to just pop... That's... Did they blow up a car? Oh my god, okay. That's really good to know. So these cars can actually be blown up by explosives. And if the cars are blown up by explosives, they start releasing rads for some reason. I guess these are cars that were built with, like, radioactive particles. You'd think that the radioactive, you know, particles would be... Like, that fuel would probably be reasonably valuable. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Just... believe in us. It's a very, very specific timing that we need. Unless we can get them to come to here. In which case,
You'll
just
pay
do
for
this.
that.
They start doing weird shit. Unfortunately, there are two of them here. And VATS is a weird sort of like pseudo slow motion where the enemies move in very bizarre ways and you move in very bizarre ways. Like, see as an example, me teleporting to the other side of the enemy when I was over here and punching them from behind. So, if one of these guys is willing to come to me,
Come on.
okay, like that. Oh, Jesus, hello, friend. Oh, my life is pain. This might be the most normal encounter I've had with them. Okay, so that guy's down. And can we kill him from here? Not if I blow up because a car blows up next to me. You know, I could hypothetically knock someone unconscious next to a car, stand near the car until somebody's willing to blow it up, and then have them blow up the car and their friend. I'm actually going to be completely happy with myself and with this, you know, section if I'm able to basically get... Shit. If I can get one of these guys down... Okay, this is interesting. These guys are now willing to fight me here. I'm gonna reload because if I can keep these guys here, if I can keep them here, then I don't have any reason to worry about any shenanigans. If I can get them to the other side of this car, like this thing here, then I think I'll be in really good shape. And I think
You'll pay for that.
from here, I can get to here. And if they're willing to approach, and they're all running away, I think. Nope, they're not. They're not all running away. Most of them are, not all. This one is going to the right side. You know, I knew that was coming. I'm dope. So, I knew that was coming. I thought that it would take a little bit longer, but it was just dumb. So what I should have done was gone around the other side. I was thinking I had enough time to get around the corner.
You'll pay for that.
So basically what we're trying for here is to get them to split up where possible. One of them's coming around this side of the building. Boom! I do not have my thing up, which I should have up. And the other assassins have, what, retreated away already? You have a lot of stamina, buddy. Alright, so, take off the boxing gloves, drink some sarsaparilla, activate my weapon binding ritual, and go to town. Can I stand up? Looks like I can stand up for now. If I can take just this one enemy out... Also, speaking of taking an enemy...